Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I am gonna be playing with the new Cosmic Beauty Starlight collection. I am so excited. I love this brand with my entire soul, and I feel like because they launch things so infrequently, it makes their launches feel so extra special. I always get so pumped when they're coming out with something new, and when they sent this to me, my jaw literally dropped because they didn't tell me anything about what it was. They just said they were sending their new collection over. So then when this whole jewelry box showed up, I couldn't believe it. I'm so excited. We're gonna be diving into everything. I'll give you the details about the launch. I'll do swatches, close-ups, all that good stuff. I'm also gonna create the look that you see right here. I do also intend on doing another look with this palette and playing with these products and stuff like that coming soon on like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, so just stay tuned for that. But we're just gonna get into it. Lots of fun stuff today. This is a super pretty, very celestial, stargazing sort of collection. I feel like if you're into bookish things, I feel like it's kind of giving Valeris from ACOTAR a little bit. I'm pumped. I'm really excited to continue playing with this and share it with you today. Let's dive into this box, shall we, and see what this collection is all about. So opening up this first chunk, we have the highlighter palette right here. It's the Astral Radiance, and it's so pretty. I love that we have three completely different tones of highlighter in here. We have more of like an icy white, more of like a blue shifting icy shade, and then a very like warm golden shade, which is going to be a beautiful highlighter if you have darker skin. But if you're pale like me, it can also work great as a blush topper, which I did use it as today, as you'll see later. But absolutely beautiful. This formula is very just like smooth, glowy. In my opinion, it's not super sparkly. It's just like a smooth, beaming highlighter. I mean, I feel like my cheeks are so bright right now. The next part, you just kind of scoot this little highlighter guy back and up, and then we have this section here that we have 4 lip products and a set of gel liners, which I already took them out. I just have the packaging in this box for now just to kind of show you. But yeah, this section has lip products and gel liners. These are metallic gel liners. They're very creamy. I find that they stick in the waterline really nice. So far so good. I personally though don't really deal with an issue of my eye pencil fading throughout the day, so take that with a grain of salt. But so far for me, these applied really well and just feel like they're going to stay stuck for a while. And I love a metallic eye pencil, so the fact that this collection comes with 4 of them makes me really happy. We have Astral, Charms, Sunburst, and Whimsical. Really, it's like 3 mixed metals. We have like a rose gold, a gold, and a silver, and then we have a metallic purple. I think these shades are super cool, and they're probably going to be shades I reach for a lot, especially like these mixed metal shades. I love having like a silver or a gold or something like that. I think it's so pretty. And I actually don't think I have a rose gold shade at the moment. I'm looking at my pencils and I don't think I do. And honestly, my favorite golds and silvers are very old, ancient NYX pencils. So I'm really happy to have new ones because those ones are probably not their prime anymore. And then we have the lip products. We have 2 liquid lipsticks and 2 tinted lip oils. The tinted lip oils are Ritual and Spellbound, and the 2 liquid lipsticks are Andromeda and Eternal. And it's funny too because as I was unboxing these for the first time, like I unboxed the liquid lipsticks first. I'm like, okay, cool, nudie shade, pinky shade, and then I got to the tinted lip oils and I was like, okay, yeah, like kind of a glossy, bricky shade, and then sparkly blue. I think that's so cool that they included a funky shade in here. I mean, I would have been happy with all funky shades personally, but I also do like that these are shades that I feel like I will actually reach for, especially these 2 liquid lipsticks. These are very just like easy colors to wear. And then these tinted lip oils, I feel like between both of these are personally shades I'm going to use a lot. I really like them. So far so good. I've only worn one so far. I will be doing lip swatches separately in like a short form content coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But I am excited about these. I think they're cute. They aren't the star of the show for me. I feel like the gel liners, the highlighter palette, and then the eyeshadow palette definitely like scream the most to me, but I still think these are cute shades. And then finally, kind of closing that top there, you open the drawer and that is where you have the Starlight Society palette. I am so stoked. It's so pretty. It has more of a vertical orientation like the Lovers palette from earlier this year, but it's still 20 pans like predominantly all of their palettes are, so you could just store it sideways. So it'll match the same shape-wise or however you like to store them. But then the inside is so pretty. We have kind of a good mixture of like warm meets cool. We have lots of different like bluey purple shades that I love. I feel like when I think of celestial, I think of blue and purple. I like that we have lots of depth over here, and then we have lots of sprinkles of like mid-tone and pastel toward the bottom. It's just such a pretty gradient here in the middle. And then I just love the outer 2 rows very much having that kind of warmer contrast to it. Like over here we very much have the yellow, the orange, like the more in your face. Over here we have a little bit more of like a subdued nude, more like rosy sort of section. We have kind of this plummy cranberry, this sort of like mauve-y sort of shade. Really pretty multi-chromes and duochromes all throughout here. I love these splashes of pink. This is kind of like a lavendery purple here in the bottom corner. I think this is gorgeous and I'm really, really excited about it. As you can see with my look today, I really tried to kind of mix and match some of the warm and cool together. I think it is so, so pretty. I feel like this is one of those palettes where you really can do just so much with it. You can kind of go different avenues. Like you can play things a little bit more soft, or you can go very bold. You can go very cool toned. You can also lean into the warmth. I just think this is so pretty. And that, my friends, is the overview of the collection itself. This collection is going to be coming to Cosmic Beauty's website on October 17th. It's 6 p.m. UK time, which I think equates to 1 p.m. EST. I'll have the launch details down in the description box for you in case you need to reference them. You also can use my affiliate code BATTYBEAN if you end up shopping. No pressure. I always say, don't let makeup FOMO get to you. There are so many launches happening, especially right now with like spooky season and very soon to be holiday season upon us. So don't let makeup FOMO get to you. Don't feel like you have to buy everything. I hope that my channel can not only serve as a tool to help you make your purchasing decisions, but also to just help give you inspiration if you just want to dig through your own collection and do something similar. But if you do feel like shopping, you can use my affiliate code BATTYBEAN to save, and I appreciate it so, so much if you do. It means a lot. And I will say, just based on their Instagram comments, because as I'm filming this right now, they haven't officially revealed the collection yet, but according to their Instagram, just peeking through their comments on their recent posts, it seems like only the box itself, the full collection, is what's launching, and it'll be available for a limited time, and they plan to launch the palette just by itself at a later date. I didn't see any mention about the highlighter, the lips, or the eye pencils being sold separately. I would hope they do at some point because I think they're very cool, but it seems as of right now they're starting the launch with just the full collection and will bring just the palette at a later date. But I'm sure they will update us with more information as the official reveal comes out. Their Instagram post does say that the collection is launching for 114 USD, and it says it's including tariffs and international shipping, so it doesn't seem like there's gonna be any additional fees on things, but I'm sure there will be notes about that on the website as well when they launch and stuff like that. So just always make sure you know what you're getting into. So yeah, I think that's all I really need to say. That's the collection as a whole, the overview, the launch details that I'm aware of at this moment. But let's just get into the look itself and we'll chat some more at the end. Hello, I am so excited to dive into this look. I think I'm gonna do eyes first. Like, let's just get the eyes out of the way. I'll add highlighter at the end and lips and all that good stuff. So let's just dive in. I'm gonna start by priming with my Sigma eyeshadow primer in Ignite. I'm just gonna smear this on and blend it out. I just got back from vacation yesterday. Zane and I were in Colorado for just about a week, a Saturday to a Saturday, so like 8 days. And this is my first time filming since getting back, so feels good to be back. Feels good to be finally diving into this collection. I swatched it before I left, but I knew it wasn't getting revealed until after I got back, so I figured I would wait and play with it upon my return. And here I am, and I'm so excited. So dipping into the Starlight Society palette, I'm so pumped. I get so excited for a new release from this brand. They just do such a good job every time. I definitely want to play with some of these warmer tones, but I do want to have a couple pops of like cooler tone in there as well. So we're just going to kind of see how it goes. I do think for my crease work, I am going to do Tassels as my deepening shade, blend it into Patchwork, and blend it out with Celestial, kind of like a burgundy orange yellow situation. I'm actually going to start with the medium shade Patchwork, that kind of burnt orangey shade. And I'm going to start packing this in the outer corner of the eye. This is a Sigma E54 brush, by the way. Just kind of packing it heavily in this outer corner. I think I am going to do a little bit of a half cut crease today as well. So I'm actually going to start taking that in a little bit. I was going to just keep it to the outer corner, but I want there to be some drama in the crease. So just going to start carrying it in toward the front. I am going to be cutting it, so I'm not worried about what the lid looks like. Just kind of focused on what the crease is doing. Today is such a beautiful day too. Like, it was peak fall vibes when we were in Colorado, but this morning it was like 60 degrees here in Florida, which is crazy. It's only in the upper 70s right now, but because it was a crispy morning, I feel like I can leave the windows open today. So it's just a good day. Any day that I get to leave the windows open is just peak. Taking Tassels now, that plummy burgundy shade, and I'm just gonna basically do what I just did, but just keep it a little bit tighter to like the actual lid and crease. This is a very old Luxie 131 brush. I got this in a BoxyCharm approximately 2 million years ago. But yeah, just kind of again tucking it across. Again, not worried about what my lid itself looks like at all. and kind of just fading it into that orange that I laid down before I blend it out and then finish off with that yellow. I'm already just so pleased with this. I love the quality of this brand shadows. They're so easy to work with and just beautiful. So yeah, I'll kind of just take a little bit more of Patchwork, that first orangey shade, and just very lightly, I'm using very light pressure and really not a lot of product, just to kind of re-intensify that orange and just kind of blend at the edge of that burgundy plummy shade. And honestly, it's working out so well. This is very fall harvesty. Taking this fluffy Simply Posh brush now in Celestial, that yellow, I just want to buff that along the outside edge of this look, just to kind of solidify that blend, add to that gradients. We have a very kind of sunsetty vibe going on so far. I'm excited to see just how this look transforms when I add my cooler toned elements. I kind of wanted to do a mixture of both. That is looking just so pretty. I love how bold these are. Moving on to some shimmer now. I'm going to start with my NYX Glitter Primer. I use this with every shimmer ever, especially with a cut crease. This is just going to help everything pop really nicely and stay put and just get really crisp. I'm going to use this Singe Beauty E08 brush, just a really nice thin flat brush. I'm going to tuck that deep in that crease. I personally like to go just above my natural crease just so that I can see everything when my eye is open. And I'm just going to kind of stop where things are deepening up in that outer corner. But that's just going to help kind of set up for success when I lay down my shimmer. I think I'm actually going to do 2 shimmers across the lid and one on the lower lash line and one in the inner corner. So we're getting into some fun stuff now. So for the lid itself, I want the main cut and front portion to be Starlight Society. And I want this outer corner area of the lid blending into those mattes to be When Stars Align. Kind of start adding some bluiness in there. Using that same sticky brush, taking that lighter shade. Ooh, yes. Starlight Society is sparkle magic. Oh goodness, that is so pretty. I don't know why I'm even like astounded. This is pretty normal for Cosmic Beauty, but gosh, it just takes my breath away every time. I love that. So yeah, most of my lid is going to be this shade. I'm really just going to leave this kind of pocket right here, kind of the in-between blending between the mattes and this shimmer to be the other blue, which is still going to be a pretty big contrast against the mattes that I've laid down, but that's kind of what I wanted. Like I said, I really wanted to kind of play with a combination of warm and cool. I thought it would be really, really pretty. So now I'm actually just going to take my finger and take that other shade When Stars Align and just kind of lightly start pressing that in between. Get that nice and laid down. I'll kind of go in with my brush now and make sure it's blending between those 2 shimmers nicely. And then of course I just want to make sure that shimmer is blending into my mattes in the outer corner nicely as well. Having that like plummy burgundy shade in there is definitely going to help with that, because we have some good depth going on. I think that's such a good combo, just seeing the way this like blue shimmer kind of twinkles on top of these mattes and just kind of fades out. I think that's so cool. I am just loving everything about this. I'm gonna go for a weird shade now, Stained Glass. It's kind of like a fuchsia to a purple. It's an interesting shade and it might be kind of weird, but I think it'll be a cool pop of color on the lower lash. I'm gonna take this old Luxie brush. This is a 111. I'm gonna just kind of press that in this front portion of that lower lash line and just kind of fade it into everything else. I'm going to use kind of the purpley pencil in my waterline, so I was thinking this would complement it nicely. I don't know, I just kind of wanted a weird combination of colors today, and I'm really liking it, honestly. So yeah, just kind of taking little bits at a time and just kind of pressing and scooting it, starting to blend as I get toward all these mattes out here. Just making sure everything blends together nicely. To highlight the inner corner, I want to take Stardust, just this light kind of warm white sort of shade. That's kind of nice. I like that. Kind of a good little white gold twinkle in there. I am excited to add that eye pencil. I feel like that's really just going to tie everything together, especially with that pop of purple. Because right now I feel like the pop of purple definitely feels a little bit like a wild card, but I think once I add the eye pencil in, it's really just going to connect everything nicely. So let's give it a try. This is in the shade Astral. Let's just sort of see how this looks. Ooh, that is so pretty. It's so creamy too. This goes on like so easy. It's absolutely gliding. Oh, I love that. I feel like exactly what I was hoping for happened. I feel like that really just makes everything kind of connect and just look so cool. All right, threw on just like a little baby wing. I've been in a wing mood lately, so just threw on well, it's a baby wing for me. This might be a large wing for some people. A baby wing for me, threw on just these little fairy lash clusters from Amazon. And now we're gonna get into some highlighter. Going into the Astral Radiance palette, I did wanna start with a little bit of Sunbeam to maybe kind of be a little bit of a blush topper. I already have very glowy blush on, but I can always use more. And then I was thinking I'd do actual highlighter with Moonbeam today. So taking Sunbeam on my Singe F06 brush, just gonna drag some of that, just kind of on top of like the top point of my cheek. Ooh, that added a lot of extra glow. I love it. I love a glowy cheek, so I feel like even if there's a highlighter shade that's too dark for me, I can usually make it work as a blush topper. Using this little Lethal Cosmetics fan brush now. Ooh, that's a lot of product. Let me knock some of that off. Taking Moonbeam. Wow, that was, that's a lot. I feel like this a little goes a long way. That is so pretty. Just gonna dust some on like just the high points of everywhere. Just kind of blend that out with that other brush, but I like this highlight a lot. It's very just like smooth glowy. Up close, it doesn't look crazy sparkly, which I do like a sparkly highlighter, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this just looks very just beaming, very beaming. For lips, out of the options that I have, I think today I want to use this tinted lip oil. This one is in the shade Ritual. I just feel like this shade would complement the eye look nicely, so that's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna start by lining first with my Toast pencil from Nomad Cosmetics. I am just gonna line and blend this pencil. I just kind of take my finger and just blur at the line that I make, just so it's a little bit softer. I just kind of prefer to blend my lip pencil before I go in with additional lip product. So now let's take this tinted lip oil and give her a go. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. It's so pretty. I will do a little lip swatch video for short form like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube shorts with these soon. So just stay tuned for that, because that will be coming. Ooh, this smells really good. It smells like, ooh, I don't know, it smells like gummies or something. That's really, really nice. Kind of like fruity candies or something. This is very comfy, very lightweight. I like it. It kind of feels like a lip oil, lip gloss hybrid sort of situation. I think that is quite nice. Okay, thank you so much for being here and for watching. I had so much fun creating this look. Every time I like catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror, these eyeshadows are just so pretty. I'm loving this like purple pop on the lower lash line. I just think it all came out so cool. I love the very heavily warm crease. It's so good. It's so good. I'm pretty pleased with everything so far. Obviously, I haven't used every single shade, every single thing out of this whole collection yet, but I've used quite a bit and I'm really impressed so far. I think the highlighter palette is really, really pretty. I'm excited to dive into this shade in particular at some point because just, are you kidding me? I love an iridescent highlighter. It's just so good. The lips I think are pretty cute. The blue one is definitely the one that stands out the most as far as uniqueness. I feel like the other shades are shades that are definitely not new shades to my collection necessarily, but they are new formulas from a brand that I adore. So I'm excited to just dive into more of these. So far, I'm really impressed with this tinted lip oil that I'm wearing right now. It's just very lightweight. It's very comfortable. It's very shiny. I really like it so far. Really liking these metallic gel liners so far. I just think this purple is so pretty and I can't wait to dive into these other mixed metals sort of shades. I love an eye pencil. I love a metallic eye pencil. I love how creamy these are. I'm very stoked. This is actually my favorite part of the collection besides the palette. I just think these are so great. And the palette is lovely. My first impression is very strong. I always have very high expectations with this brand because I just feel like their formulas are amazing. So happy to see that nothing's really changed there. I think the shimmers are just so beautiful and glossy looking. I was really impressed with how the mattes worked. I really like the kind of contrast I was able to create with this look. I just think this was so much fun. I really like that you can dive into like very much the pastels, or you can get really deep with it. Like you can really treat these as individual like columns and rows depending on how you want to mix and match things. I feel like this is really, really pretty. But I would love to hear your thoughts. What are you thinking? I just want to know what's going on in your brain. How do you feel about this look, this collection, all this stuff? Let's chat down below. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some celestial themed emojis. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I'm BATTYBEAN over there. And you can also subscribe if you want to see more videos. You're also welcome to hop over to my second channel, linked in my description box if you want additional content. And also in my description box is a link to my channel memberships. There's a couple different tiers with a couple different perks, and I would love to have you. If you enjoyed this video video and want to keep watching, I'll pop a similar one on the screen. Thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you in the next one.